Girls, part of the show where we actually, excuse me, Ask the Girls is part of the show where I actually try and give you assistance based on our experience, mutual experiences, and we still take in input from other people. So if you do have any input, please let us know on the number 0770 729 366. How do we help this one? This is what the question is. They say, I need advice. I was supposed to have my menses date 8th this month. Unfortunately, jana kupima nikapata niko na bo. I have been using family planning, but kimeni ramba. So I told my hubby the current situation, but guess what? Aki amenitusi na akanisho nijue pa kwenda. What shall I do? Shall I leave my 2 kids with him? Niende life with my pregnancy? Ama nifanye nini? This is a bit confusing. First of all, it's okay. Let's break it down from the top. You missed your period, took a test, found out you were pregnant. You already have 2 children. You are on family planning, which means it's not your fault. Like, these things happen. And we've seen oopsie pregnancies many times. So guess what? You're not the first who has been afflicted by this particular situation. And so obviously, once you found out you were pregnant, you went and told your husband. And immediately your husband maybe assumed that you're on family planning. How are you pregnant? You probably cheated on me, right? They went to the worst case scenario, correct? Ultimately, he abused you and he said you need to get out of his house. And you still have 2 children. So you're wondering whether to leave and start life with the pregnancy, or what do you do? My question is still, the way you're saying is that, like, so should I leave my 2 kids with him, niende nianze life with my pregnancy, ama nifanye nini? Why is it sounding like the 2 children are not related to the 1 child? Is that, did it kind of sound like that? Okay, on the off chance that they're all siblings, they're all children of the same partner, then I think this is one of those conversations where you need to involve someone older. Someone older needs to come into play here, because honestly, as we say, men listen to men, old people listen to old people, young people listen to young people. So it's important for you to bring an older person into the mix and have these conversations. Explain what happened, and then try and find a mediation. Because at this point, I don't understand why your husband is kicking you out simply because you got pregnant. Kwani, where did this child come from? Is he not part and parcel of this whole mix? Like, are you what? Virgin Mary, where you got pregnant by some holy intervention? No, you all were doing it. You got pregnant. It's his responsibility as well. So I think in this particular case, I would advise that you actually, before you start running off, bring an elder within your family. Let's have this conversation. Let's break it down properly. Let's find out what happened, and then let them also understand how these things happen. Because sometimes it's very quick to judgment, but in reality, you got pregnant even on birth control. That happens.
I think you need now an educational conversation and talk about the fact that most contraceptives are not foolproof. It's not 100%. There's always a slight chance you're gonna get married. How many children have we pregnant? I'm sorry. How many children have we seen come out holding an IUD?
Many.
Like, you have your IUD in, no hormonal or non-hormonal, and this child will come out holding it. How many children have we seen come out with a mark over here, like they are Harry Potter? It's just the IUD pressing against their skull. I feel like just have a very educational conversation with that person. If he doesn't listen to you, go to the doctor's office and say, Daktari nisaidie, help me convince this man that, this was not foolproof. Also, marriage is supposed to have this assurance. They're supposed to have this security, and, I'm not alone in this. So to see this betrayal happening while you're married, if it was a boyfriend, that's one conversation.
You already have 2 children.
But your husband, Connie, where does he think children come from? Or maybe he just, took something out on you, and I don't know, but I feel like that was such a weird way to express himself. Even if money is not right now, you just don't do that to your partner, to your wife, to the mother of your children. So, girl, I feel, sit down with him. The solution can't be always running. So you're going to be running all the time. And also, if you run, it's a confirmation of all these beliefs that he has, all these insecurities or yeah, he's like, hey, she ran away because that is actually not my child. Or you guys just say, we can have a DNA test. If you do decide to keep the child, we can have a DNA test. If you do not decide to keep the child, it's also your choice. As in,
There's so many options in between
running
where you are and running
can't
and
be the
making up a family. There's so many options in between there that it actually feels kind of silly. I don't know. It's feeling very daft that a person actually looks at you and says, "You cheated on me because you're on." It's ugh, God. I really sympathize with the situation.
yeah, and I do understand where she's coming from. You know, those emotions. You're so excited, babe, we're pregnant, and then somebody says, what do you mean? Are you cheating on me? Get out and leave. Oh, girl, I would not want to be in your shoes. But I do hope you come to a resolution. I hope you guys figure it out.